Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, 17th day of August 2024. Now, in the wake of China's famed season three presidential jets in Europe, look at what is going on in America again. I told people earlier on that Tinubu is not ready for international politics. Tinubu don't know what is coming before him. He don't know how international communities who have interest in Nigeria, who have seen him as a weak president, not exercising his strength in the right thing. They are going to use this opportunity to cripple Nigeria down. Now, let's go through this. This is another one. The same Chinese firm that seized three presidential jets of him because of 75 million US dollars. Now, look at it says Chinese firm Nigeria loses two properties in US after loss of presidential jets in France. This is insane. It's not acceptable. The kind of international politics that they are playing against Tinubu, I don't think Tinubu is even understanding what is going on. Now, it reads, it says, a United States Court of Appeal has issued a final charging order to Zhongshan Foshan Industry Investment Co. Limited, a Chinese firm, to take over two federal government properties. This is in US, not in Europe any longer. The one in Europe has ordered the seizure of three presidential jets, and this one is in America. These people have come for a very dangerous international politics against Nigeria. Now, I'm going to explain that further later. So the court ordered the enforcement of the $70 million arbitration award against the Ogun State government in favor of Chinese firm. The verdict was delivered on Friday, August 9. In the majority judgment, the court affirmed the ruling of the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia, which maintained that the arbitration award could be enforced. Now, it was learned that the development had worsened the federal government's move to ensure that the crisis did not escalate to other countries in Europe. Now, can you look to my face and tell me that these people are doing this because of the agreement they had with Ogun State of 70 million US dollar? One presidential jet is worth more than 70 million US dollars. Now, these people want to do something. They want to dent the image of Nigeria. They want to finish Nigeria pata pata. These people will destroy Nigeria. China is ready to destroy Nigeria. I don't know who is pushing them, but this is an international politics. When they are done with Nigeria, nobody will borrow Nigeria money again. Maybe IMF could, World Bank could borrow them. But no investor will come into Nigeria again. People should understand the kind of international politics that is going on now. No investor will come to Nigeria. Do you know that when Tinubu assumed office, that investors left Nigeria, many investors, many companies, they are leaving Nigeria like people that are deporting paperless, immigrants. They were living and living. I said, all these companies living in Nigeria, they are going to strike back. I said that. Go and check my videos. I said, these people are going to strike back. Now, many companies lost last year. There are so many Chinese firms in Nigeria. They lost because of the devaluation of Naira by the Tinubu's administration. And you think that these people will just keep quiet and fold their hands? These people, they are back to start fighting. They are back to start fighting. And this is the kind of politics that Nigeria cannot do. Nigeria cannot follow them to fight because Nigeria is not even prepared for anything. Nigeria is a nation that is struggling. Nigeria has lost what it takes to be a nation. These people will see, Nigeria have had series of lies against herself. Do you remember that when Tinubu told us that he have secured from a shipping company, whether it's Miles, something like that, he secured 600 million US dollar, and the shipping industry come out to say no, Tinubu is lying. He did another one with Dubai with the visa program. They said Tinubu is lying. A lot of things has been going on like that. So people who are supposed to come into Nigeria to do investment are asking questions. Is this country keeping agreement? This country have violated series of laws, both international law. Before our very own eyes here, many international courts and UN were telling Tinubu, leave Nnamdi Kanu. This man, you people offended him. You people, you people violated international laws. But is it Nigeria you are going to tell that he violated international law? Tinubu don't care about anything. So Tinubu keep quiet as if nothing is going on. People are taking note of those things. Are you ready to play the international politics? Look at what is going on between the Niger and Nigeria. That Russia have already taken side. Either you believe it or not, Russia have already taken side. And the kind of politics that will be coming now, if Nigeria is not, being very careful. Many Nigerian properties will be seized. Do you know how much Nigeria is owing China? With the federal government, so many states in Nigeria. Any violation at all, they will use it against Nigeria. And there must be violation because Nigerians are not ready. Nigerians are not keeping to agreement. They are not a nation that is binding to agreement. They are not a nation that you can say, oh, these people are ready to do this. Look at this is an international embarrassment. Even ordinary Cotonou, Ghana, all these countries. Have you ever seen where a company, no, look at China is using a company to do this. That company will not have liver to seize a sovereign nation presidential jet. I want people to sit and think the implication of this, that our presidential jets were seized by a company. This is what you have, or what you see when you are sabotaging someone like Dangote. This is what you see when you keep on detaining someone like Nnamdi Kanu. A lot of people are not ready. People are not ready. Let me tell you, Tinubu is going to hear it hot. Many people are against Tinubu. Nigerians are against him. International communities are against him. What he did against Niger that made Burkina Faso, Mali, all these people to take side. If they see any opportunity to hurt Nigeria, they will do that. They will do that. So I'm using this opportunity to tell you people what is about to start unfolding. The presidential jets have been seized and Nigeria is working towards negotiating out of it to get their presidential jets back, but it's going to be difficult. Now, the same company now went to US and seized 2 Nigerian properties. This is insane. You know, we are living in a crazy world. And I think Nigeria should wake up now or never.
We'll elect our governors. We'll have our ministers. That will happen, but they are not bothered. After we have elected them, you'll then see them sending their arrows ahead. You'll see Bill Gates come and meet your president. You'll see Tony Blair come and meet your president. You'll see Macron come and meet your president. You'll see all of them. And then they will never admit, but they'll be told, if you want money in agriculture, behave this way. If you want money in this area, behave this way. They will never tell that to the Chinese. They will never tell that to the Indians. They will never tell that to the Vietnamese. They will never tell that to the Koreans. But in Africa, they tell us. That is why, as I speak to you now, under this new scramble, the IMF and the World Bank are back, telling you who to hire in your universities, what to sell and what not to sell. It is a sad situation. So today, as I look at Africa in that new scramble, the Chinese are here. I hope that this institution was not built by the Chinese. The Turks are here. The British are here. The French are here. The Qataris are here. The Americans are here. This time round, they are so subtle that we don't even recognize them, but they control us. What are we going to do about it in order to develop? We must do something. And if we don't do that thing else, you who have been trained in this institution, you have traveled the world. You have traveled Nigeria. There are 2 things that you can do with your traveling. You can marvel. Says it is great in China. You can marvel. You can wonder or feel pain. I'm urging you to feel pain. To feel pain for the continent of Africa, and in your own way, when you go out there, go and do something about it, because it has also been demonstrated that it can be done. I've traveled across this continent and I've seen that development is possible. And I'm saying this, part of my agenda is to prick your conscience with live examples, that you may go out there irritated, but irritated to do the right thing. And I'm suggesting that indeed, when we talk about development, this is what we must do. But is Africa conscious of her state? Yes, Africa is conscious. This is what makes me happy. That after all these analyses, it appears to me that Africans have now recognized that going forward, we can only defeat the conspiracies, we can only have development as we are talking about it by working as a team. Africa must begin to think, even as we think of Africa Agenda 2063, because energy is the game changer. Without energy, all these generators you see everywhere in Nigeria must disappear for industrialization to come. And in many African countries, including my own country, Kenya, which generates, I think we have about slightly under 3,000 megawatts. You can't